Hey, it's Thursday morning. I don't feel so well. Uh, Kind of put a label on me this morning that I'm in a functional depression. I really feel flat, and it's hard work to keep my mind quiet, and yeah, but I just do what I believe is good for me, and I know this will pass. But sometimes it seems easier to lay in bed, watch TV, and eat cookies. I'll check in with you after my swim, okay? How? So that was a challenge. I won't go into details right now, but that was hard work for me, physically, mentally. But I want to get back to my car before the timer ticks over and I have to pay another 2.5 francs. So I'm going to go and I'll talk with you when I get home. Yeah? How? So I'm home. Yeah, I have a story to tell about my swim and yeah, my experience of me while I was swimming today. But when I come home, I need to start a fire. There it is. I need to hang up my wet clothes. There's more of them over there. And then, there's my house, what a mess, eh? And then there's some mango popsicles. Yeah, wintertime, I eat mango popsicles. And I wash dishes. And after I get done, after I sit down, after I get done with this video, I will have what I call breakfast number 2, which I think will be, fruit salad with about 7 or 8 different kinds of fruits and strawberry yogurt and muesli, which is a cereal for those of you who don't know what muesli is. Anyway, I mentioned in my earlier video that I was feeling functionally depressed. And generally, I don't like to put myself into a box, but I do like to find kind of like, where are you, Paul? And I like to bring the attention here, and I like that I can identify, or I choose to identify myself in a way that, triggers understanding and acceptance and compassion and patience and identifying myself as functionally depressed. That triggered that for me. And that I got my ass out the door today, and I got myself to the pool, and so I told you about the 50-meter pool was available. After swimming 25-meter laps for the last few swims, 50-meter laps it was a challenge, and physically, which then it's a bit of a challenge when my lungs and my body are working hard then to stay in the moment. And yes, lap 1, lap 2, lap 3. And it is nice that 20 laps make a kilometer, or in the 25-meter pool, it's 40 laps. But still, the distance in a 50-meter pool between turning around and pushing off is, 2 times. Anyway, I had a fast swimmer in the medium swim lane, and this young woman was really fast. And so as she's passing us slower swimmers and coming up to the wall, I have to be aware that she could be right behind me, and observing that from this place that I'm in right now, it's quite easy for me to look at that person and what they do and how they do it and what's wrong with them, and how could I teach them how to do it differently. And it's like all of those are symptoms of where I am. And I'm grateful that I know that. And so, that is the sound of my unpeaceful mind. And I know when I'm working, and I see that in my work I'm kind of maintaining a neutrality, but then I see where my prejudice has kind of overflowed as a consequence of where I am, not the consequence of what I see. And then it's like, okay, all right, so we need to be more patient and work, harder on keeping the attention here. And going back to my personal diagnosis of functionally depressed. And from this place, and I've kind of been feeling some of this over the last days. And it's like my mind can, but a year ago or so you damn near died in a surgery and blah blah blah, and I can go jumping around into all these stories about the past and how that may relate to my future. Looks interesting with the reflection of my glasses on my face. Yeah, I see that. Anyway. And so this young woman who I did meet on the wall a couple of times, very pleasant looking and nice smile and because of her presence, I was choosing to be more considerate of where I was swimming and the people I was swimming with. There was a very pregnant woman also swimming in this lane. And so I was recognizing, I want to protect her and I want to be aware of where she is in relationship to this really fast young woman who was passing people and passing between people so long story. Yeah, I do long stories. Anyway, in this process, I stopped after, as I do, I swam 1 kilometer and had a break, and swam another kilometer and had a break, and then swam a half kilometer. But during the process, somewhere, again with my diagnosis of functionally depressed, then came this, I use metaphors a lot. I use metaphors as tools, again, to create peace, to create gratitude, to create acceptance, to create compassion and care and self-respect, and to awaken myself to this. And the metaphor I came up with was when I get up in the morning, I go in the kitchen and I open the blinds, I can see outside. And that, there's some blinds I'm not opening. Some blinds I'm opening, get to the pool. Some blinds I'm not opening. And what's nice to know about me is that I will. And that's a big deal. I have heard myself, and I hear other people as I offer support, that I can't. And it's just not true. Maybe I won't. Maybe I refuse to see that I can. Maybe I'm in a denial that I can. Fortunately, after 30 plus years of working on myself, what I know is I will. And I don't know what that process looks like. I don't know how long that process takes. But it's nice to know that within me is this knowing that I will. And and I did get back to my car in time, that it didn't cost me an extra 2 francs for my parking. And I got home and I set my fire and I hang up my wet stuff, and soon I'm going to have my breakfast. And then after that, did I tell you that did I show you I made mango popsicles? Yeah. It's kind of contrary to what you might think is a late night snack in the wintertime. But I cut up fresh mangoes and run them through my blender and make this mush. And I have mango popsicles late at night. And I do that. But anyway, uh, yeah, I will rest some, but I will also uh, push myself to do some things, and I will pass through this place. I will have a bigger connection to my heart and to a heart-based gratitude. I have my mental gratitude. Yes, this is here for me. Me, me. Yes, this is a lesson. Yes, this is an exercise. Yes, this is a challenge. Yes, 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 yes. And you know, don't talk about my age, and don't talk about my past, and don't talk about pictures about my future that can scare me. It's like, no, do what's in front of me. So what's in front of me now is breakfast number two. And exactly what's on the other side of breakfast number two, I don't know. I believe that I'm going to do some preparation for my sweetheart. She arrives tomorrow evening for the Christmas New Year's holiday. It'll be great to see her and to have her in my world directly, physically, because she's always in my world every moment, as you are. It's just, the work is remembering that I am one with all, and there is no us and them, and we and they, and it's like all I see is a reflection of me, and as I see the world, so I see myself, and as I see myself, so I will see the world. And right now, I'm having to work on that a bit. So thanks for listening, and it's good to hear me. And yeah, I'll check in with you. Who the hell knows when? But have an amazing Thursday. Did I say it was Friday? Feels like I might have. I've kind of thought today was Friday a few times. But great Thursday. Check in with you some other time. And until then, pow. Love you.